Gura is a beautiful countryside with awesome landscapes. If something differently will be done to the Nigerian textile industry, that our youth will be employed. Many people that attend the church here can tell you.
Service in Holy Rosa is in IDP.
We are taking a canoe tour of the communities on the bank of River Niger in Getso.
We are setting up again. Bama is still our take-off point. The story is new and different. There is a new wave of freedom sweeping across all communities affected by insurgency in Borno. The success of the insurgency war has ushered in a chain of new actions that promises to provide relief and peace of mind to thousands of people directly or indirectly affected by Boko Haram. It is not a new story that the insurgency wars engenders accumulation of IDPs. It is, however, a new story that the IDPs are beginning to go back home. We ran into a real-life scenario in Bama where the IDPs are on transit to their homes.
When you talk of scene of happiness, when you talk of scenes of return to peace in most of Borno, you can look at these ones. These are IDPs who had stayed in Maiduguri for quite a long time, many of them 2 years, some of them 3 years. Now they are in Bama, or transit back to their places in Bangi and of course in Pulka. Now, for a long time, these people have been there, but can you quantify the kind of peace that these people have? They are going to reunite with their land, they are going to reunite with their people, they are going to reunite with their children that have been left out there. Such is the perspective and such is the happiness that these people are exuding in this place.
Scenes like this one are symbolic. To many interest groups, it is a testimony that the war against Boko Haram is coming to an end and peace is returning to displaced communities. It also signifies the resumption of social and economic activities to displaced communities in Borno.
This symbolizes that what we set out for, that peace should return to Maiduguri, in Bama and Maiduguri at large, has come to stay. And these IDPs, as you are seeing, are returning back to Banki, where is their hometown and where they settled from. They came all the way from Maiduguri, so this is really symbolic for us because what we set out for, like I earlier said, to achieve peace is coming to be.
On this trip, about 700 IDPs will be taken to their localities in Banki and in Pulka. Banki is about 80 kilometers away. It is a community that borders with the settlements in Cameroon Republic. Pulka is in Goda. Both towns are giving clean bill of health for their people to return.
Well, it's a continuous process. This is the first batch that we are seeing, and I think the state government is doing a lot to see that people get back to their respective areas that they were initially displaced from.
Okay.
And for us, we continue to ensure the security of the environment where these people are going and security wherever they are.
The movement of the vehicle is almost frenetic. It is like the people are in a competition to make it to the bus first. 10 long buses were brought to convey the IDPs to their destinations. Malam Bulama has spent 16 months in Bama IDP camp. He was in the camp together with his wife and 3 children. When Boko Haram attacked their settlements in Banki, they were lucky to escape to the bush. They spent 3 months in the wilderness before soldiers found them and brought them to Bama camp.
It is all well with us. We are happy we are going back home. I am linking up with my family again. I spent 1 year, 4 months and 10 days in this camp. We are grateful to God. Peace is restored and government has taken good care of us. We are most grateful.
Blama was keen to show me his family members as they made to go. The excitement, the joy of these people as they look forward to reuniting with their friends and relations, know no bound. It is so thick you can cut it.
We are thankful. We are thankful to Buhari. We are thankful to Shetima. We are thankful to the soldiers. We are all grateful. We are in good health. I'm from Banki. We spent 3 years here in Brahma camp. All my relations are in Banki and alive. I hope to join them and start a business of my own.
This movement is a product of long period of preparation. Many of the returning IDPs had to go through screening and verification. All this did nothing to kill their spirit. By now, it looked like the vehicles could not carry all the people. More people are bringing loads to the foot of the vehicles. Many have taken position inside. It is like these IDPs are racing against time. We hitched a ride to follow the returning IDPs to Banki. It is an experience of a lifetime it turned out to be. A robust military escort has been set in place by 21 Brigade Burma to accompany the returning IDPs. Everything was set in place for the journey to be safe and uneventful. When we started, we make such a long convoy we can't be missed. Our journey to Banki should ordinarily have been 90 minutes, but it went upward of 4 hours. In many parts, the road is good, but where there is a break on third roads, the entire section had to be scanned of explosive. We had over 4 long stops for the army engineers to scan the entire section of the road of explosives. The real situation is that Boko Haram do patrol the road too and are adept at planting explosives in areas of the road not affected by Kolta. As a matter of fact, we nearly ran into one. 2 were discovered. It is absolutely a resolute action to not only detonate the bomb, but to keep a stern watch over any possibility of ambush from all angles. Soldiers take positions, facing both sides of the bush, as actions are hastened to detonate the bombs. It is amazing. Even when everyone is on high alert, some of the vehicles in our convoy develop tire problems. At any rate, the safety of the IDPs is not being compromised. a discreet distance, we discern the explosion of one of the bombs. Relieved, we move closer to find a real live explosive yet to be detonated.
Well, it is much safer now to come to where the bomb is exploding. Now, what has actually exploded is the pressure plate. The plate that when vehicle or anything matches it, it will just flare up with him. That is the situation, but the active bomb itself is down there. It has not been detonated yet. And the officials here say this is what they are passing through most of the time. But mercifully, I'm the commander here.
Yes, this is the tactics the cowards use these days to destroy or to target our convoys along our main supply routes. What you just witnessed was the explosive ordnance device team that always accompany our administrative escorts and any convoys on this road.
So have you suffered victims before? Have you suffered casualties on account of this before?
No, because we have modern equipment that detects all these devices.
Well, I learned that there were times when it takes you hours or days to pass through this short road.
Yes, because security of lives is very important. So we take our time to scan the roads properly to make sure there are no casualties of equipment or men.
There is still more to come because the active bomb itself is still there and is going to be detonated soon. I would like to be as far away from it as is possible, even though I should like to give you the full detail or the picture of what is happening, but I am going my way.
Where the second bomb was discovered is actually not far from the first. I followed the army engineers as they scanned the ground for signs of more bomb. I was curious. The scanner makes noise as it searches. What difference does it make when it detects a real bomb? It is still noise, but with a sharp difference.
Well, the sound you hear is the one that tells you that an explosive is there.
The non-engineering members of this team all kept their distance as the engineers work out modality of detonation. It is still red alert among the escort team. There is no ground for error or lapse. Everything is business-like. Eventually, we saw the engineers dashing to link up with us. Shortly after, the explosion was loud and ashy. That experience over, we moved on. It was a short while when we arrived at an army formation that is based between Bama and Banki. It was a welcome development, as many people within us take advantage of the stop to recoup their heartbeat. That is as far as the civilian element in the trip are concerned. For the soldiers, it looked like it's all in a day's job. They were in excited, friendly banters with their comrades. In the buses, the IDPs look like they do not have knowledge of an iota of what happened on transit. Their mind is set on their journey home, and no bomb issue can alter that. We tarried a while in this camp before we set sail again for our destination. arrived Banki safe, all the vehicles accounted for, not affected by any mischances of traveling along the volatile Bama-Banki road. Large crowd came out to receive us. There is this joy of having their people coming back. There is one naughty issue, however, with the return of these IDPs.
It is real. Many of the members of the IDPs in Maiduguri and in Bama are coming back home. Some to Bengi here and others to Polka. But the truth is, these people are not coming to find homes, or many of them are not coming to find homes. They are coming to find pictures like this one. Broken homes and rubbles of brought down homes. Activities of Boko Haram, obviously. But then, what is happening is that many of these people that have been brought, many of these IDPs, are being brought to their homelands, but they are going to be taken to IDPs, pending the time when there will be reconstruction and their house is rebuilt. But before that is achieved, they are going to be in IDP camps again. But that is a better proposition, because they have a chance to see their relatives, their friends.
The most important thing now is for families to be reunited, and then for those displaced people to be taken care of. And what we're doing now is in conjunction with SEMA and other NGOs. For example, you are aware that Banki has experienced a high level of NGO activities. We have UNHCR, MSF from Cameroon, we have Intersource, we have World Food Program, we have Intersource. All these NGOs, together with UNICEF, have come together to make sure the lives and the condition of the IDPs in Banki camp are well catered for. What we do is provide security, and we also assist in coordinating the activities of the camp.
The good news for these people is hinged on the simple adage that there is no place like home. They will continue with their transit here secured, pending the time there will be complete reconstruction of their area and full social and economic life resume. We watched as they disembarked from their buses and seated on a burning sun, pending when formalities of their reception are completed. I take a wide look of Banki. It is a mass picture of reunation. The army formation and the IDPs are about the real centers of human activity. Banki is linked directly with a community in Cameroon Republic, Amchide. The commanding officer of the brigade, Lieutenant Colonel Peter Elayo, took us to this border community. Like Banki, Amchide was heavily affected by activities of Boko Haram.
There is something important about Banki. It is a Bama local government, all right, but it's also a border town, border between Nigeria and Cameroon. And this is a business hub where it is the biggest revenue earner for Borno State and in fact for Bama itself. So you can see the activities of Boko Haram have driven away all the people. But you can see the borderline. As I am here, I'm in Nigeria. When I step up here, if I step down right here, I'm in Cameroon. That is as close as it can be. But you will find that in this border, there is no immigration service. There are no customs service, no members of the state security service. In fact, nobody. They have been driven away. What you have now are empty houses that have been vacated. Obviously, Cameroon and Nigeria, because they are on the border, or communities along Banki and on the other side of Cameroon, they have been vacated because of the activities of Boko Haram. We are here at the border of Cameroon and Banki here in Nigeria. Sir, you are the commanding officer in this area. Does this being a border area gives you any additional either responsibility or concern?
No. What's my responsibilities and duties have been as given to me by the appropriate superior authority is defined. The border is not directly under my monitoring or supervision because I'm located far away from the border. However, we have outposts and we have sentry posts that are overlooking activities from this border. And that is because we have barricaded the road. You have to access Banki where our position is. If you are coming from this border to access where our location is, you have to pass through our OPs.
Surveillance.
Yes, surveillance. But we don't have any direct surveillance at this point.
The fear is that maybe Boko Haram may come through and come to the Nigerian border and maybe commit mayhem. Oh, that's what my fear is.
As we proceed, you realize that most of the residents from Cameroon have started returning back. And that means that there's some semblance of normalcy that has returned to the community.
But do you have a situation?
There are no Boko Haram activities in this area.
Before, okay, you do not have experiences where Boko Haram were coming from either to infiltrate into Nigeria?
Yes, in the past. But because we are now collaborating with the Cameroonians, we have a multinational joint task force, which Cameroon is part of, which is a signatory. They are also involved in the fight against Boko Haram because it has also affected their economy and their people. And so there are no Boko Haram activities from this part of the border to our side.
Well, you can appreciate the essence of the multi-task force that is settling the responsibility of fighting Boko Haram by the various nations that are affected by them. You find that, like I said, this is Nigeria, this is Cameroon, and these are communities, settlements that have been affected by Boko Haram, and many of the people have been deserted. Although the commanding officer here is telling me that many of the people that are on this side of Cameroon are returning because peace is returning. But obviously you can see how the activities of the insurgents has affected communities in both Nigeria and Cameroon.
Amchide used to be a business hub. Thousands of cattle used to pass across this border to markets in Nigeria. That market is temporarily out of service now. Generally, the business areas in Amchide are pictures of dissolution. We moved within the settlements in Amchide. Many people have returned and are happy, but not too happy.
Well, the good news is Amchide community are coming back. Like many people in Nigeria are coming back. That means many internally displaced persons in Nigeria are coming back to their host to their main communities. Although their business and economic activity there are not yet to pick up, many of the settlements are coming back, like you can see here.
We run. We are just returning. It is 4 months since we returned. Peace is restored to our community now. It is glory to God. We are grateful to Nigerian soldiers. Our life is better now. We sleep without fear, but we have no business to do. The Maiduguri Road, which is our major source of livelihood, is still to be opened.
yanzu hanya ba su bude ba yanzu hanya wannan ba budewa inda hanya ya bude kama yanzu abincin da muke ci ma yanzu da wahala ne kafin zamu ya mu samu.
We spend the night in Banki. Early in the morning, we are woken up by sounds of soldiers on drill exercise. To cheer ourselves up, we came out to watch. That morning, we moved around Banki town where the pictures are somewhat familiar. We were in time to see a helicopter brings officials who attend to IDPs in Banki and carry some that have stayed long in the area. As the helicopter made to move, we resolved to follow the convoy that brought the IDPs to Pulka and back to Bama. In all, reflecting that it is not a totally bad experience for us.